Hi, this is Catcomb1 here, and welcome back to my Alien Vendetta walkthrough. Played through Z-Doom from a pistol stout on the I'm a Doom God difficulty level. This is Map 6 Hillside Siege. And before I start, I'd actually like to give a shout to Zedendo 1990, who's also doing a no-death playthrough of Alien Vendetta, and he's all the way up to map 26 already. It's a continuous playthrough, and he's a very good player. I recommend watching his videos, and he also did do a playthrough of most of Scythe 2 a couple years back, which I'm also doing a walkthrough of, so I'd include that in my shout. I thought I'd include that in my shout as well. And like I do in most cases for shouts, it would be cool if he'd leave any comments on some of my videos, even if they're just brief, short comments, or just on the walkthrough videos, or even just on the Alien Vendetta videos. And with that, let's get started with this level. Be prepared, this is not an easy level. And don't overuse ammo because they don't give you that much to spare. The first thing I like to do is get to this grate where we can grab a super shotgun and the backpack, and get back outside and fight the Keiko demons as well as the demons that might approach you from the slime. And don't stay too far away from this wall because there's mancubi there that will easily get cheap shots at you if they're able to. And instead of a mancubi, I just had one of the revenants got a cheap shot at me. And for that reason, I like to, from this grate, take out those revenants while moving around a lot and making sure I don't get a cheap shot either from them or from the mancubi, which the mancubi I really don't have enough ammo to safely be killing at this point. The revenants will also cause us a lot more immediate headaches than the mancubi will. Notice how many times we could have gotten pot shot by that mancubus if I wasn't moving around. And his shots will aim right through that grate all the time. The most dangerous monsters are actually not the ones that can reach you, even though you must clear the monsters that can reach you before you have a reasonable chance at fighting the ones who can't reach you. Now flipping this switch will give you a yellow key. It will make it accessible in the slime. Beyond the yellow door there's 3 chain gunners and a bunch of imps, and I'd like to have the chain gunners come outside the door. They won't come very far outside the door, but it's better than them dying inside the room. Come on, you can make it out though. Oh, usually the mancubus does not infight them. The imps won't come outside. Okay, good. None died in the doorway. There's a reason we want those chain gunners dying outside the door and absolutely not in the doorway. And now the revenants here would be picking at us constantly if we hadn't taken them out from the grate, and we're going to be using this room as a sort of holding point. So flip the switch from which you can see the blue key and head outside, and you'll see some Mancubus and Hell Knights. And I'd like to provoke some infighting, hopefully. Without catching fireballs from the Mancubi, because you don't get any ammo here. You only get health. And as I said, you don't get that much ammo, so if you can reduce your ammo consumption with some quality infighting, that is a wonderful thing. I've invoked a fair amount of Mancubus infighting, so I'm just gonna kill them at this point. Now these faraway Mancubus, it's not a bad thing if they fire, as long as you make sure they don't hit you, because sometimes they'll fire at other monsters and provoke infights. Now this wall gives you your first secret with backs of rockets and an invisibility that is relatively useless, so I just take it right now and actually let it wear out before I do anything. We picked up the blue key from here, which we saw earlier. Now once we do go behind the blue door, this is a very tough area. We fall directly onto a rat suit, a rocket launcher, boxes of rockets, and those Mancubi and demons around. And you got to keep your distance with the rockets. Okay, let's go. Okay, as soon as you can, get into this side area. This is a secret. You can grab this super shotgun and just stay in there and let some spectating happen. You want this arachnotron to fire and hit a Mancubus. Want to be a spectator when possible here. The more ammo we save, the more we'll have for later. The slime only does 5% damage. Don't worry about it that much. The monsters are more dangerous. Nope, that won't aim. we can stay in here and make absolutely sure we don't eat rockets. That's a great thing. It's also nice when I see plasma from an arachnotron hitting a man-cube bus, because it means they will infight one another. Oh, see, with no ammo, you take an incredible amount of damage from these monsters. With no ammo, I mean, not no ammo. Okay, let's get out of here. We've used that as about as much as we reasonably will. And head here. And thanks Arachnotron for getting rid of the man-cube bus. There are so many man-cubi in this level, and they really hurt you a lot when you don't have ammo. I've had a lot of failed ones already. Trying to take it slow. That's slow is safest. You can see, really with 3 of them out there, it's how not to catch a fireball. And we've beaten up this portion of the hillside. It really is a hillside siege. Yes, I'm playing a little dangerous and hoping I can maybe get a little infighting going on. I think I let that Baron get too far ahead to... Yes, the Revenants aren't gonna come close to the Baron, so I'm just gonna kill the Baron. And I'd infighting for a while, much more than in my practice one where I had ammo issues, so hopefully that should help with the ammo issues. Don't be careless and not allow infighting to happen. If you can have it happen early, that's good, because that means you saved ammo early on. Again, watch these fireballs. They will home like no tomorrow sometimes. And you have no ammo. It's worth eliminating what we can from this window. I can't even keep track of how many times you need fast reflexes here. Now you must climb up the hillside and run across the slime. Yeah, this jump can take a few attempts to do because you can't bump the wall. And keep climbing up the hillside to get your red key. And even though we have all the keys, we aren't nearly done yet. Look at our kill count, only 62 out of 187. In the red door, we finally get some ammo, but don't waste it. Again, that's one thing I learned with my practice run of this level, without even doing another practice one, is if stuff can infight, let it infight. It'll give you way fewer ammo headaches. And we don't want sniping monsters from this window. See, we're actually lucky that the Hell Knights cannot come past the red door to chase after us. So we can sort of treat them like a wall of meat. We just need to make sure nothing comes up to this window to try and snipe us. Yeah, this is one of the more cheesable fights, actually. Although may have been intended to be a strategy as well, and that window, they'll always keep things a little dangerous. And now look to, we've got some good infighting going on behind the next window. Yeah, there was some imps we didn't wake up. I don't think I have a berserk pack, so I can't just punch them. Remember, always watch that window and make sure no one's there. See? Mr. Keiko showed up again. Oh, well, there's a Hell Knight. Let's see if we can get them to infight. Come on, why won't you infight one another? There, finally, one of the Keiko demons hit the Hell Knight. This level has over 100 fewer monsters compared to map 4, but it feels like it has over 100 more because map 4 was made up of the vast majority of the monsters being zombies or shotgunners or imps, just a lot of trash monsters, and there are tons of non-trash in this level. It will clean out this window because I doubt there's much more infighting going on at the moment. And say hello to Mr. Cyber Demon for the first time in the wild. Don't stand out in the open too long. You will eat a rocket and die. Very nerve-wracking area here. I I should have actually looked each time I go out and watch the... If we can get here, we're not exposed to the cyber demons' rockets. Watch out. He can see you from a lot of different angles if you're not fully hidden. So carefully we can check for supplies. There aren't any. Flip this switch and we'll get revenants. Can we just take them out from here and not catch rockets? Because that's the safest thing to do. You don't have to come into view of the cyber demon again. If you can just circle strafe against the rockets from where this switch is. If you're not sure you can, then what you'd want to do is open this red door, wait for the rockets from the cyber demon to stop, flip the red switch and try and get back out the red door in time, but you might not be able to. At least it's probably possible to open the red door and still escape the revenant rockets, and you got this crevice where you have the cover from the cyber demon. Yes, I forgot those I can't remember every big monster on this level because this level is mostly populated by big monsters, so it's harder to remember every one. Again, that courtyard is very dangerous to be in. Now we've got all these Hell Knights. Look at our ammo, we only have 31 shells left. And I ate a rocket.